Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Solutions Focused. My name is Ricardo, and I will be reading an article today that is extremely confusing. Even the headline itself just makes you read it like 2 or 3 times. So before we get started, I always like to tell a funny story. So I was in college at Texas State, and at the time there was, the whole Me Too thing going on, and, the birth of postmodernism. It's not the birth of postmodernism, but, sort of the postmodernist philosophy was beginning to really take root in maybe it had already taken root, but it was starting to become more prevalent. Let's just say that. And so anyway, we're outside of the library called Alkek, and I am conversing with this gentlewoman, who believed that she was a boy. And I know genetically she was, a female, but for whatever reason she identifies as a man, as part of her gender identity. Oh, God, excuse me. So anyway, to keep going with the story, she and I are talking about Fallon Fox. And if those of you who are not familiar with Fallon Fox, he was an MMA fighter, or just a UFC fighter, or one of those fighters. And then he had the transitional surgery, and then, got, I guess, something inverted into something else. I don't really want to go into the specifics, but he then proceeded to start fighting as a woman, and then told these women that he was fighting against, the biological women, that he had always been a woman and all this stuff. So, and whenever they asked the team about it, Fallon Fox's team, they said it was a medical condition that they did not have to disclose, which is really weird because, of course he's going to have a biological advantage. And so, anyway, that's beside the point. I asked her, so you believe that Fallon Fox is a woman, right? And she said yes. And I said, okay, so even when Fallon Fox was, impregnating his wife on multiple occasions and having babies with her, even then she was a woman, right? And she said yes. And I said, okay, well, I'm sorry, but I hope you have a fantastic rest of your life, because that is, as the Brits say, patently crazy. Anyway, so let's get started. But before we do, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube page. It is called Solutions Focused, and we try to go over concrete things that we can all do to help solve these problems. So anyway, let's get started. The article's from the Daily Wire today, written by Amanda Prestigiacomo, and let's get started. So, the title of the article reads, Watch, and then, I guess that's a colon, but not like a human body part. Let's keep going. Transgender genitalia waxing activist files complaint. Okay, wait, hold on. What does that say? Transgender genitalia waxing activist files complaint against restaurant for alleged discrimination. Restaurant denies. So there's been some controversy about this transgender genitalia waxing activist in, I believe it's Canada, or I believe it's Canada, and he who thinks he's a she, goes into the salon, or the waxing parlor, whatever you call that, the beauty salon, or I don't know where it's done, man. I don't know anything about that. But so he came in and, asked for the women's services, and to to remove the hair, of. Anyway, you get the idea. And so she apparently has done this before. She is going to sue the waxing place now because they're discriminating against her. But the defense of the shop owner says that it was actually not that at all. It's that she didn't have any training on how to properly wax men. Okay, so anyway, let's keep going. Transgender activist Jessica Yaniv claimed in a video posted to Twitter on Friday that Canadian restaurant New York Fries denied the activist service for being transgender. Yaniv swiftly filed a complaint. However, according to New York Fries, the incident never happened. Okay, well, Okay, so we have two conflicting sides of the story. The business is saying that this never happened, and then she, of course, is saying that it did. So let's see what they're going to say about it. I went to the Pacific Center Mall, and I went to New York Fries. I guess this is what's her name? His name, Jessica Yaniv, but that's a weird name for a dude. And this is going to be on my next human rights complaint. But I asked for some fries, and they literally said, "Not for you, sir. You're transgender." Whoa, stop. So you're telling me some cashier at New York Fries or server or whoever distributes the food said to Jessica Yaniv's face, "Not for you, sir. You're transgender." That's rich. And they told that to the post-millennials Lindsay Shepherd. Oh, okay, I know Lindsay Shepherd. Not personally, but I've heard of her. I just called the manager of New York Fries to see... Oh, no, the manager, sorry, of New York Fries to see if this was true. It's not. The manager witnessed this interaction. It's not. The manager witnessed this. Okay, I just called the manager of New York Fries to see if this was true. It's not. The manager witnessed this interaction. All that happened was that Yaniv approached, surprise, a female Indian cashier, ordered, and then left quickly. And Yaniv's mom came and yelled at them, Shepherd said in tweet, captioning the video. According to Canadian coverage of Yaniv's so-called activism, complaints filed against 16 female aestheticians? Is that? Forget it. For refusing to wax his male genitals were predominantly targeting immigrants. Wait. So... complaints filed against 16 female aestheticians for refusing... Okay, so I guess an esthetician is a waxer. Filed against 16 female... Okay, his female genitals were predominantly targeting... What the hell does that even mean? Moreover, Yaniv admitted to using racist language to pro-LGBT pink news last week. In a live stream interview with YouTuber Blair White, who is also transgender, Yaniv mocked a hypothetical Sikh immigrant... Me no speak any English. Well, I mean, look, he made a joke, obviously. Maybe it was in poor taste, you could say that, but, hey man, jokes are jokes. And then we learned that this, I guess, is her right here, New York Fries. Anyway, in a subsequent tweet, Shepherd said that the activist had already filed a complaint with New York Fries head office. Interesting, so this isn't the first time. The manager of the establishment told the reporter that his staff doesn't even really know the word transgender. I don't think most people know this word either. I think when many people hear transgender, they think transsexual, like a transvestite. But I know that word has fallen out of fashion, so I don't know. I can't keep up. So they wouldn't have said that. And that working in downtown Vancouver, they are accustomed to serving transgender and disabled people. Okay, so Lindsay Shepherd says Yaniv already filed a complaint. All right, we got that. Yaniv has also been plagued by serious accusations of misconduct with minors. Oh, shoot. During Yaniv's interview with White, the activist denied sending predatory messages, some of which were confirmed to have come from the activist's Trusted Nerd verified Facebook account by the post-millennial, but admitted to seeking out underage girls for a job as a social media manager for a popular girls singing group. Oof, that's weird, yo. Yaniv, a divergence of opinion on this, whereby some individuals claim or think that it is harmful to people that identify as trans, that they are suffering from, suicide at a much higher rate. And you're right, it's true, but then there are others that believe that that this is actually a disorder, a mental disorder, as defined by the DSM-5, which is gender dysmorphia. Well, now it's gender dysphoria, but it was gender dysmorphia. Or wait, it might be the other way around. But and they believe that there are only two genders, and that gender is bimodal, meaning that most people end up as X, Y, or XX, and this is replicated, of course, in other species across the animal kingdom. But that most people are X, Y, and XX, and then of course there is the genetic abnormalities, and not to say that those people don't exist, because obviously they do, but again, most people are going to be born bimodal. It's not perfect, but it's kind of how it goes. So a solution maybe, I think, it seems like Jessica Yaniv, she's been in the news a lot lately, so perhaps she's trying to get attention or something, and maybe this person does need mental help. Maybe they need somebody to sit them down and say, hey, look, I know that you suffer from this condition, and it's awful, but we wouldn't tell somebody with schizophrenia that the curtains were talking to them, and we wouldn't tell somebody with body identity disorder that yes, it's okay to lop off your arm, and we don't tell somebody with anorexia that yes, you are too fat, you need to not eat, because those are really destructive behaviors. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that there's more nuance than what I've given? If you have any solutions, please go ahead and drop those down below. And once again, please like, share, and subscribe to Solutions Focused. Thank you, and have a fantastic rest of the night.